What do you think about it, Lexi? What do you think? Are you upset? Are you upset your car keeps breaking? Yeah. She seems a little happy. Oh, Bobo. What is going on, everybody? So you can see I have my passenger side cowl off because the past few days I have been driving regularly after this past weekend that just passed. I was at Chris's house, Chris May's 509 Firecracker, and we went ahead and changed out the eBay radiator to the Mishi, and I'm still rocking my JDM fans. If you guys haven't seen the eBay radiator fix I did with Quiksteel, go ahead and top right of the screen, go check that video out. But basically today, you guys, I'm sitting here looking at my turbo, my Precision Gen 2 ball bearing 6062. I've had this on the car for less than a year. I just wanted to show you guys my turbo installed, and I've driven from Massachusetts to Florida, all the way to Washington State. Now I'm still here at the hospital I work for. Basically, my concern is that when I leave this contract, I don't want my turbo failing on the road. I'm looking at it right now, and if you guys can see, obviously you can tell by the title of the video, my turbo is leaking, and it's a hard picture video because the fact that I barely have any light. But basically, this fitting that comes on the turbo when you first get it, and it has a little tag saying don't tighten this, don't loosen it, don't remove it, nothing. I haven't. It stayed in the same spot. It's tight where it's at. It should be. You know, I didn't put any tension on it enough to turn it, but I put an open end wrench on it just to see if it moved. It didn't, because it's leaking from right underneath the fitting that came on the cartridge. I feed my turbo from the side of the head. Ricardo at full throttle told me to do this 90 degree to this, I think it's a 1/4 inch feed stainless steel line with a straight shot into the cartridge, and I haven't had any issues. It's a good quality line, you know, good setup, and I've seen other people rock the same setup. I'm also rocking that Cummins diesel flexible metal hose, and then I have like a little bit of rubber right under the turbo manifold, tubular manifold, that I'm rocking from Diaz built. But basically what I'm thinking about doing is removing these 6 cartridge bolts going into the turbine. Basically remove those shims, and then take the compressor and the cartridge off of the drain tube and the charge pipe. That way I can just take it all out, because I have a clearance issue right here. So this, I have very little clearance in between this right here. So these little shims are basically right on where I'll be able to lift the whole turbo up. I have to take the O2 housing off, remove those 4 bolts to the turbine housing, and that should come off, and then I'll go ahead and put them back together and ship them. It does suck, you guys. It's gonna probably cost around $600 something. But I'm gonna have to upgrade the exhaust before I leave Washington too, because I think that's one of the reasons, because I'm restricting. So like I was saying in the beginning of the video, when I'm driving, I can smell like oil burning in the exhaust, and it's coming out where the flex pipe meets the bottleneck into the stock exhaust. So like there's a little leakage right there, and I can smell it coming into the cabin of my car because I'm gutted, so I can really smell it, and I don't want to keep smelling that. Lexi doesn't want to keep smelling it, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to upgrade the exhaust before I leave. I'll keep the you know, semi-custom built, fabbed up O2 housing that my buddy Mason's buddy Steven helped Mason build before I left Massachusetts. So I'll go ahead and probably just take the flex pipe right after the flex pipe, cut it, and then go from that to a V-band, and then V-band to the 3-inch MPX all the way back. Hoping that I won't have any real issues driving the car, but we'll see. But Precision is gonna get rebuilt. Like the video, guys. Obviously it's not a likable video because, you know, it's a down, like, I don't know. I'm stuck. Oh, this sucks.